Hi, my name is Beth Workman, and this is my daughter Maria, and this is her YouTube called Maria's Pride.
Yeah.
It's under Beth Workman right now, but
Yeah.
anyway, we were in a car accident 2 years ago, July 2015. I was blinded by the sun. We were moving from Michigan to Minnesota, and I had taken the route up north towards Duluth.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was blinded by the sun. I found out that my left eye has very little pigmentation, and so I'm very sensitive to the light.
Yeah.
I had looked away, and when I did that, I swerved our Explorer into oncoming traffic. Luckily, thankfully, everyone was seatbelted in, and so I'm a huge advocate that you seatbelt yourself in. I was still pinned at the knees, and I went halfway through the windshield.
Yeah.
And so I have slight TBI or traumatic brain injury. But Maria, when we had hit the other vehicle, they were pulling a camper trailer. With the force that I had ended up with the collision, the camper trailer had flipped over and landed, crushing her side. The only thing that kept her safe was that it had protected her with the fact that the passenger seat in the front had bent backwards. And we had a lot of things packed in the back, stock full. So that lessened the impact for her. My son, thankfully, he was behind me, and so the only injury that he had gotten was a little bit of window glass in his hand. Otherwise, the only injuries were my daughter and myself. She spent 2 months at Hennepin County Medical Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then after she had received there's a shunt because she has brain fluid still on her brain. And so the shunt redirects it back into her body so then it can be used for the rest of her growth. So she spent 2 months at HCMC in the pediatric ICU. And then for rehab, she was moved to Gillette Children's Medical Center in St. Paul at Regents Hospital. In the latest flare. Anyway, we were told at the beginning that she would never regain a lot of her motor skills, that she would be stuck in bed, and that would be the extent of what her growth would have been. Once we moved to Gillette, we were told that she had a 95% chance recovery rate of getting back to how she used to be, which is pretty much true. She's still, like, she's got that, you can see the scar. She used to have a trach tube, so when they had moved her off of the life support after 3 weeks, they put a trach tube to help her breathe. And then when we moved to Gillette, about 3 weeks later, they took the trach, they capped it so that she can learn to breathe out of her nose again. And once she was able to do that, they took the trach out. She still has a feeding tube because she had problems drinking liquids and choking on them. And she wasn't able to eat orally at first. Once she got home, she would find a bag of chips, sit down, and chow down. Now she can eat pizza rolls, cookies, cereal. At home, I don't puree them or anything. I just, I cut it up. I watch how she eats and let her continue with that. She still has the feeding tube, but that is we're training her to drink on her own and with a cup, and to get what she needs for her feedings, we still use the tube. She's on medication for, it's called Diabetes Insipidus. That's the medical term, but what it basically is we had found out that she was born with water diabetes. It works, her behaviors are the same as someone with sugar diabetes, but the instead of the pancreas not working correctly, it's her kidneys. Her kidneys take out more water than needed, take out the fluids, so I have to make sure that she's hydrated. So we do sodium once a month. We do sodium checks to see if she needs more formula or less, or more water. My parents use Pedialyte because it's got the electrolytes that she needs. I don't know. We're working on various fundraisers right now. Jamberry is doing one for her called Maria's Helping Hands. If you want to look onto Facebook, look up Beth Workman, and it's open to anybody. Anybody can add me on there. And I can, if you want to attend to that party, just message me on Facebook under Beth Workman, and I can add you onto the group. It goes until June 15th. And then I'm also looking at other fundraisers right now, so any ideas would be really helpful. We have a GoFundMe page. It's I'll put the link on after the video. But it's GoFundMe, paying for the medical costs for Maria. I'm working on starting a foundation called Maria's Pride, and that is based off of the biblical story Daniel and the Lion's Den. But for the general public, it just means to trust and basically relax, keep calm, trust that things will be taken care of. Because there are so many people around the world that, around the states that say, okay, if I had if I could help in any way, what could I do? Well, that could be helping a neighbor with, if you have extra food, hand it to, give it to the ones that need it, and so on. If they need gas money, maybe $10, and right now where we live, that'll take care of a quarter tank of gas, which to work and back, for a couple days. But this is the first of my YouTube channel for Maria's Pride, and it's solely for Maria's growth, and then also for donations, which I will greatly appreciate. Any ideas for fundraisers, or if anybody's out there that wants to do a fundraiser in their area for us, that I would so love that. I am working on, right now I sell Damsel in Defense, and so I'm looking at hosting parties because I want to be home more with my kids. And so therefore, if I host these parties, I can bring my kids with me or have the parties at my house. And if there, any emergencies and stuff, I'm right there. And yeah. You want to say something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to sign off now. So I will talk to you guys later. And any ideas, that would be great. Alright, thank you.